Hey, this is Donnie Smith, and we've been working on this boat, and we discovered that our block has a crack in it. Cracked. So, done a little research, and I heard that JB Weld can fix that. So we're going to put it to the test and see. We're going to see if that works or not. From what I found on research, they've tried it, never really heard of it work. So we're going to give it a test. We'll take it to the lake and see, and I hope that this works. So anyway, what you're going to need, this is regular JB Weld. I went to the website just to see, if it might work for this. It says it can work on cast iron steel, and you want to get just the original JB Weld because it holds better, heat resistant. I think up to 600 degrees, and it takes a little longer to dry, but that's all right. We'll let it dry. It says here 15 to 24 hours, and that's generally with any adhesive. The slower it dries, the stronger it's going to be. If it's real fast dry, I know that's beneficial sometimes, but it's not going to be just quite as durable, quite as strong. So also do this, we went and got us a little Dremel tool so that we can clean that off. So we're going to need that. We're going to need the JB Weld. And also on their website, on JB Weld's website, basically gave two options. They gave acetone or lacquer thinner. That's the only two options they gave for cleaning. Acetone was a little bit cheaper, just a few cents, so either one would be fine, but we went ahead and went with the acetone. You'll need some rags to clean it with. We got a few additional Dremel bits. We'll kind of experiment with that. And got some lighting. There's another one in there because I think it's real important too to be able to see real good. Make sure that you do have both ends of the crack. You've got them located. First thing, unfortunately, it's inside of this, and that's why we got the Dremel tool. So maybe we can get it in there a little easier. It's going to be a tight fit, not a lot of room to work. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take this alternator off just to get it out of the way. And first, before we do that, we're going to disconnect the battery so we're not shorting anything. So we'll get the battery disconnected, get the alternator taken off, and then we'll be back. Okay, here I'm using the acetone. I'm wiping it down just to get all the oils and grease off so that it's clean when I start working on it. And I got this Dremel tool, and now I am starting to grind on it. And I'm basically just located both ends of the crack and trying to grind a groove in there so that this adhesive has something to hold to. Tight fit, and also can get the camera in there real good. So it's kind of hard to tell what's going on, but I basically got some different Dremel bit tools to try to clean this up and V it out. Okay, first I was using a little wire brush that comes with it, and that's to just clean it up real good. And now after locating each end of the crack, I'm just partially drilling into there to help prevent it from cracking any further. Now I've actually got a little grinding wheel that comes with the Dremel, and I'm starting to use that to actually grind into the metal like I was talking about, so I can kind of cut that out, V that area out, so that it gives the adhesive something to hold to. Now I've got more of a die grinder bit that comes to a point, and what I'm doing this is just going right where the crack is, just to help give that a little more depth for that JB Weld to hold to. And now I've put another end attachment on. It's a little round sander, and I'm using it just to go extend past the repair area, so the JB Weld will go past that and also adhere well to the surrounding areas. Okay, I got this JB glue here, JB Weld, and it says to mix equal parts. So I'm just going to get it, mix it together really good. Okay, I got it mixed up, and I'm just going to apply it to that entire area. I'm going to use it like body filler. We push down pretty tight, hoping that's going to push down in that crack and any crevices that maybe the groove that I ground out, what I could. Mix up a little bit more and put on another coat. Okay, we had problems getting it started, so we charged the battery up, and we went and got some of these muff. Trying to get it started so we don't have to run back to the lake. See if it works or not. So, okay, follow me and let's see what happens. Okay, we got the water turned on, and let's see what happens. So the good news is, where I repaired the crack at, it's not leaking, and we've been out to the lake 3 or 4 times, and that repair has not leaked. But the bad news is, we found, it was leaking. Must be another crack somewhere else. But we decided just to go ahead and take the boat out, and we've been out several times, and repair hasn't leaked. Wherever else it's leaking from is still leaking. We've been out the lake having a good time. You can even see my dogs out there having a good time too. But I would say this works. Now, if it works for the summer, or if it's going to work for a couple years, I have no idea. But it's worked 3 or 4 times. Been out to the lake 3 or 4 times. So I'd say this works for temporary anyway.